and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
Leading them out, the number 6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Herbert now. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
A pickup on the play of
a one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Here's Frank Gore, the veteran who sits 3rd all-time in rush yards.
Frank Gore, the ball.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Frank Gore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Frank Gore touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 2nd season out of Missouri, Drew Lock.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
It's 2nd and
from the 30 on 2nd down. Lock got a man. That's Rashard Higgins.
complete to Rashard.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Locke working out of the gun. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Just shy of midfield. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Locke off a play action. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From the gun, it's Locke. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
A gain of 12.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So on fourth down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He juked him. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Herbert on third down now. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Carolina.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Jake Kumaro. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Gain of 17.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the
They run. It's Gore. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Gore, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. A throw caught by Kumaro.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
8-yard pickup. And a Panther first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Panthers 7, Falcons nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now Gore. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He was brought down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a draw play for Gore. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jake Kumaro, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
there you go. That's my man, in concert.
Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Good.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 14-0.
Nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 20.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
shotgun snap to Locke. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Jakeem Grant. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
This is Mixon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Mixon again.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
The 50-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From midfield, here's Locke. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He finds his running back, Mixon. And that one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Locke looks to throw it again. They'll set up a screen for Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Now Locke again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Panthers 14. Falcons 3.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Gunnar Olszewski on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
And Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the first as he's tackled at the 47. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 35-28 the final as they win by a touchdown. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Demarcus Robinson, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone, and this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Locke. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Joe Mixon. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Locke. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Herbert. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Lock now on first down. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 30. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On play action, Lock. Got a man, it's Tonyan complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
1st and 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Locke working out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Prater on to add the extra point. And it's 21-3.
The kick is good.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Joe Mixon.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Mixon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter.
Now we have Kelsey, slow to get back to his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again they run, again it's Gore. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. And a Panther 1st down.
Gore
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26.
Now it's Gore. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he gets this up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
5-yard gain on the play. First down, Carolina.
Here's Gore. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Frank Gore, the ball carrier.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
On the pickup.
They'll try the air now with Herbert.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Panthers 24, Falcons 3.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. On first down, Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
8-yard line.
A draw play for Mixon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Locke to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Locke. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Locke.
slant to Adams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Lock now on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
That's another.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And this is going to be incomplete. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And the questions are going to continue to mount for this club, no doubt. This will almost certainly be another losing effort. And the questions will become, where do they go from here? They'll try and choose some clock with Gore. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Frank Gore.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Another carry now for Gore. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Gore, the ball carrier.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Herbert on the completion, Frank Gore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
6. And a Panther first down.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Carolina, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.